It was a party in Boone on Saturday in the rain. Cameron, what's going on, man?
I'll tell you what, I was sitting there obviously doing coverage remotely from my apartment, and I live right next to Lily's and Tap Room, and I heard the chaos start from there. And I just saw I'm like, forget the game for a second. I need to walk outside and see everything that's going on. And people are just sprinting to King Street, sprinting to the duck pond. It was literally like somebody said, "There's $1 million over here. Get there." And that was it.
Perfect to see that. All right, so I'm assuming with Carolina coming to town the week before, this upset over Texas A&M, and now game day showing up to Boone this Saturday. Has Boone run out of beer yet? Or is there like emergency supplies on the way? What's the situation
I
right
mean,
now?
I've got to imagine. You got enough great breweries around here. You've got like Appalachian Mountain Brewery. You've
Yeah.
got Boone Shine. The list goes on. I feel like they came prepared.
Uh,
They're like, well, what are the odds that they pull off this victory? And after last week, where you have the game like Carolina, they know what it's like to put 60,000 people in Boone and somehow manage to not run out.
yeah.
And I was impressed. I got to be a fan for once for the Carolina game,
Yeah.
and they didn't run out of beers,
Awesome.
as far as I heard. So
Yeah, well,
I
around
think they're
here,
ready, but game day. Who knows?
game day is a different animal, and around here you got a lot of App State grads that live in the Triangle, obviously, and R&D Brewing's putting out the Mountain Brew, which is pretty tasty, but they can't keep
Yeah.
any of it here for app fans around here because they're shipping it all to Boone over the last couple of weeks. They can't keep it in place, so it's been a lot of fun. All right, so the thing, I guess, the excitement of the scene in Boone is because 15 years ago is when Michigan happened. All the people that are celebrating in Boone, they don't remember any of that stuff. They were babies when that was happening back in 2007. So what's just been the general vibe since Saturday and now going into game day this week?
Well, I think it's really interesting to talk about the comparison to the Michigan game, because while that game was so huge at that moment, this program is like big now. Like they're like right on that cusp, and they've been so close. They were close with Tennessee, they were close with Penn State, and they finally get back over the hump and strike gold again. And the vibes in Boone are just incredible. Everybody doesn't even know what to think coming into game day Saturday. Everybody's just happy. Everybody's rocking their App State gear and getting the countdown to when Lee Corso and the crew shows up on Saturday.
Cameron Burnett from the Appalachian joining us here on the OG on the Heister Automotive Group Hotline. All right, you took a lot of videos, took a lot of pictures those last couple of days. What was the craziest thing you saw that you didn't take a video or a picture of?
I personally didn't take the photo or video, but some of my folks for the Appalachian did. There's a sculpture in the duck pond. I'm not sure if y'all saw this, that an artist did. It's a baby, like a baby sculpture, and they ripped off the arm of said baby sculpture and were parading it around over their head. So you'll see it in print this week, but man, I can't explain the image to put it in perspective. It's just a dude shirtless walking around with a fake baby arm, and everybody's hollering. So
Cameron Burnett joining us here on the OG. App State is going to be hosting game day this upcoming weekend. As Dennis Cox, our producer, pointed out, I guess App State did the trifecta with Texas A&M. They took their money, and then they got the win, and they probably took game day away from the Miami visit as well. That's a pretty good trifecta for the Mountaineers. So I got a question before we let you go. Does App State want Bama?
I don't think there's a team in the country. You could literally tell App State before the game they're going to lose, and they're going to tell you no, because that's kind of the MO around here. I've been around Sean Clark for a few years now. They're not going to back down to anybody. You heard the broadcast on Saturday. That's what this program's been built on over the years. They're going to come in and they're going to say, we're the better team than you, and we're going to prove it to you.
Cameron, appreciate it, man. Enjoy the week. It should be another fun one on Saturday.